And this morning Scramble Flashback is brought to you by Downtown Stillwater.
Want to enjoy great shopping and dining in a relaxed atmosphere? Come see us in downtown Stillwater. Hi, I'm Amy Jo Frazier, Downtown Stillwater's Business Improvement District Coordinator, and I want to invite you to come downtown and check us out. You will find unique gifts such as fine jewelry, the latest styles of Western and ladies wear, OSU spirit items, beautiful flowers, intimate apparel, even golf equipment, bikes, kitchen gadgets, and appliances. Downtown Stillwater offers some of the best dining opportunities, from luscious steaks and Asian food to home-style breakfast, and of course, the best chocolates around. Relax with friends over your favorite beverage, be it wine, beer, or just a great cup of coffee. So come see us, downtown Stillwater. We'd love to have you.
Start your day the right way. It's the Morning Scramble with Steve Daniels, weekday mornings from 7 to 9:30. The Morning Scramble is packed with daily interviews about Stillwater and the surrounding area. Every morning, Steve's joined by the movers and shakers in our community. You'll know everything going on in Stillwater and the great people that make it all happen. And on the good days, there's a little wit and wisdom along the way. The Morning Scramble with Steve Daniels, weekday mornings from 7 to 9:30 on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Stillwater's Morning Scramble, it's 9:23. Steve Daniels, Amy Jo Frazier, Stephanie Gudgel, who's the new mom.
You better clarify.
No, I actually am the proud owner of 2 new puppies. Yeah. They are standard poodles. They're about 11 weeks old. Their daddy's is about 55 pounds, so they're going to be pretty big dogs. But anyway, so yeah, I had to show pictures, and
she was showing photos, and then scratch marks where she's had a rough week.
You know, it's
puppy
kinda,
love.
It is puppy love, and you know, with one, I don't know. I think having 2 has just made it that much easier. But they do get into a lot more mischief. You know, I said when one decides they're going to do something, the other one has to do it with them. So, and they certainly don't mean to, but you know, they have. Their paws are huge, you know, and I am
Which
used
means
to.
They will be huge.
Yeah, I'm used to a little dog, so I wanted them to be little lap dogs. So I decided real quick.
They said their paw was 55 pounds.
Yeah,
so you're right.
Exactly. Okay, on to the Line Workers Rodeo. This is really, really cool. This is something that Stillwater is going to be sponsoring this year. Our electric department is so excited about this, and this is going to be in October 1st and 2nd. But you guys are going to see some things happen throughout the month of September with the construction of the poles that are going to be taking place out at Boomer Lake. Yeah. And this is going to be right off Washington, right there east of the main entrance. Mm-hmm. So, you know, up kind of in that open area. I mean, Steve, you'll see it, you know, right there.
Near the disc. The back of
it'll be on the back side of the disc golf. We will have we are going to do everything we can to keep it out of that course because it's such a popular course out there. But I said you've added some obstacles for the guys and gals that play out there, so they should enjoy that. But 48 poles will be constructed in an area, and it will kind of look it's kind of hard to explain, but when you see it, it's so impressive. And in October, then they will have municipalities around Oklahoma that will come and compete. Now, this is all part of safety training as well, and so they will actually be going through classes at the community center. They will have a chance to visit with vendors, and really, this is a way for them to work together to anytime that they need to work with another community, go to other communities that may have a disaster hit or something. This is a way for those guys to get together and really work through some of that. So, so cool. But the public's invited. You guys can come out. You can actually follow if you know somebody that is participating in this, and you can follow the course and cheer them on. And really, to me, see how it all works behind the scenes, how that light comes on in your house, and when there's storms and the power goes out, how quickly it comes back on. Those guys are working hard, and I can tell you, the city of Stillwater is incredible. I mean, we don't sit without power for very long, ever. So come out, cheer these guys on. But I think just to kind of generate the excitement for this event that's going to be going on in October. So it's the Line Workers Rodeo, and this is sponsored by MISO. It's an organization of line workers, basically. Right. So anyway, that was fun. But helping
doing some cool stuff way up high on those poles.
Exactly.
You know, it's exciting. You know, it kind of reminds me of when we go out to Colorado and they have like the mining competitions. You know, and so everybody goes and watch them. It's kind of the same thing because it's like a competition in their profession. You know, they're showing you anyway. It's pretty.
That's kind of how ESPN started. Remember, they showed all those lumberjack things.
There you go.
They only had so many sports things they could cover.
Well, it's the same type of
and
thing.
so it's the same thing as these guys. This is what they do, and watch them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it takes some athleticism to climb those poles,
Are you
definitely.
kidding me? Shoot, yeah.
And I asked him this morning, I said, so are you guys afraid of heights? Just curious, because, I've aired my fear of heights. But they were like, some of them were in the beginning, and there are situations that they get in that, of course, they're trained to be, to be as absolutely safe as possible. And that's a lot of what this event is about. But I said, is that, and there are times that they do get in situations that it's just not the most comfortable setting, but they get up there.
Else, I'm sure they respect it.
Absolutely.
But they're more scared of lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Probably. Absolutely. But anyway, put that on your calendar, October 1 and 2. October 2nd, that morning is when the competition will start. But trust me, you're going to see those poles set throughout the month of September. There's actually 2 different sets of days that they're going to be constructing that. So I think it's going to hopefully we'll get that information out. People will know what's going on. And then we encourage you to come out and cheer on the city of Stillwater, obviously, and just kind of see what it's all about.
This was your meeting this morning,
This is what my meeting was this morning.
She sent me a note, and she wasn't going to send me and Amy Jo both. And I said, well, you can come in, and I gave an earlier time where we had an opening, and she said, I'm in charge of the meeting.
That's not how she put it.
I actually just have to open for the meeting because I was at my facility.
That is what she said.
Mine sounded bolder, though.
Oh, no.
I just had to defend my girl, but yeah, for real. But it is what she said. She said I have to open for it. So yeah. So so that's the October 1st and 2nd. That leads into something that I really want to mention, and that is on October 11th, which is the MS Walk for Stillwater, and that is something that is very near and dear to me, and I've gotten more involved in this last year, and I'm on the committee. And in fact, if either one of you want to come walk on my team,
Absolutely,
I would love for you to.
Support your team for sure. We were talking beforehand because
it's
I have that.
Boomer.
Yeah,
and it's just the 11th. It's a Saturday, and so it's just a Saturday morning, and it's registration's at 8, and then the walk begins at 9. It's just walk around, and there's some activities afterwards. But
that sounds fun.
I'd love to.
I'm really going to work on trying to raise some money and get some people. My folks are going to come up and walk with me, and this is I've helped with organize some of the things for the past few years, but this is the first time I'm ever going to get to walk because every time I've had some other commitment on the day of, so I'm really excited. So if you want to come, I'd love for you to, and anybody else, if there's anybody listening that wants to support this, either by walking or financially or in any way, please let me know because I will help you get involved. I will and get you plugged in. You can be on my team, and but it's obviously so important to me. I have MS, and so we're waiting for a cure, and we want to find, even if we don't find a cure, we want to find some things that help continue to alter the course of this disease.
Well, and the support groups that are out there for people like you.
Yep, there's no doubt. I mean, there's just so much to it. I mean, even without the cure, there are disease-altering drugs now that we didn't have 15 years ago, and we wouldn't have those if it weren't for the research and the money that supports that research, and that will hopefully keep me out of a wheelchair the rest of my life.
And I think too for Amy Jo, it's just the education of this disease too, as any other disease, and helping the public and knowing, what her struggles are day to day, and then what I'm saying, how we can help. What I'm saying, those that do suffer from this, make it easier for them on a daily basis.
And just that understanding more than anything. I can't see very well, but if you looked at me, you wouldn't know it unless you watched me doing some work or on my computer or whatever. But it's something that's there for me that I work really hard at every single day because of that. But there's a lot of things that go to it. The disease affects everybody a little bit differently, and so there's so many aspects to it. But anyway, I really want to encourage, and I'll mention this several times, I'm sure, over the next couple of months, but the MS Walk, October 11th, and if you want to be on my team, I'd love to have you, but if you want to form your own team, it's very easy to do that, and I can help you get all set up with that, so you can get, just give me a call, and anyway, anything I can do to help get you involved, I'd love to. And if you're a business and you're listening, there's even some they're steps, they're little feet, and you could sell them for $1 out of your store, and I'll bring you a block buy, and you could do that, and that's a great, easy way to raise a little bit of money for the cause.
I think Stephanie and I are going to be on Team Frazier.
There you go. I was going to ask you what the name is, but I like
Smoking Amy Jo is
Smoking
what
Amy
I already
Jo.
named it.
We want T-shirts, don't we?
There we go. Yeah.
Whenever my husband, I make salsa and I love to, and it's spicy. But anyway, and so my husband's always, back in the day, Smoking Joe Frazier. He was a famous boxer,
Right.
and so my husband started calling me Smoking Amy Jo Frazier. And so at our reception for our wedding, and this is like, he surprised me because he told the DJ that when they announced us, they wanted to announce me as Smoking Amy Jo, and he did it. And boy, of course, I had planned the whole thing. I'm an event coordinator, and when he said that, I was like, what in the heck? But I was announced at my wedding reception as Smoking Amy Jo Frazier.
He one-upped you there, didn't he?
Did, and he, grinned from ear to ear because he was like, oh, I got her, So that's the name of our team, Smoking Amy Jo Frazier.
Smoking Amy Jo Frazier.
Well, you have 2 members. How's
There
that?
you go.
Yay, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited.